Hey y'all, welcome to Learning Estheticians Podcast, where skin science meets business, systems, and soul care in real life at the same table. We are worried about not just the person that walks into the treatment room and performs, but the whole entire being of the person that walks inside the treatment room. I'm your host, Ready Lexus Skin Chick, one of the Miss Frizzles to this magic school bus, your homegirl, your friend, somebody that's beside you and learning with you. This is not just a casual episode or listen while you sketch scroll episode. This is the last part of our three-part goal planning series where we are creating the game plan. And if you ever feel like you set out goals and you don't really get to them or you don't make them, it's not because you lack ambition. It's because you didn't have a playbook. So today we're building your playbook step by step. So grab a notebook, grab a binder, or even your laptop, and let's go.
Gotta find beauty in the flow. The more you know, the more you glow. Take it everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. We're empowered, intentional, doing so care. Elevate, share, get it all right here. Good vibes, good time. You know that we're alright. Everybody get your learn.
Yes, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? I had to take it easy. I had to have a slow day for myself because just my thoughts and my emotions just got a lot of got overwhelming inside my body. I have a lot of changes happening where I don't feel in control. And that's when you're not supposed to lean into your own understanding, but I'm having difficulties hearing from the Lord as well. So I'm like, what's going on? So today just got a little bit emotionally overwhelming for me, but I still wanted to make sure I did what I could to add my 1% better every day. And I didn't get done all the tasks I wanted to do, or all the things, but I made sure I tried to do what I could. I needed to lay down, be still, and just rest and just watch mindless TV. But I needed to make sure I did my 1%. So I did make sure I got the laundry done. I did make sure I got this podcast done. And I made it to work, okay? And we're going to make sure I clean. I feel like whenever I start feeling like this or my life starts to feel a little chaotic or out of control, I get to cleaning. I get to cleaning and organizing. It's more like not a deep clean, but like a clean and a organized. Like everything has to get in place, in order. And I don't know if that in my mind that's supposed to be me getting my life together in that moment or what. But that is something that I do. So those are the things that I made sure that at least at minimum I can take care of my environment and take care of one of my responsibilities. And I can't didn't get to everything. I weighed the cost of what I could do and what I couldn't do because you cannot spend when you're spent. Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, you can't spend where you're spent. So I had to take a break today. And today in Pittsburgh, it is not dark, but it's like a bright gloom, and I like days like this. The breeze is out. It was like drizzling, not a heavy rain. I like days like this because sometimes I feel like the sun just be blasting through my windows and it's just like not vibing with how I'm feeling, or it's just, I don't know, it just feels weird. But the sun is not like all the way turned up here today, and I appreciate that. It's a very calming day that matched what I actually needed. So I hope whatever today is bringing into your world that you're able to control it or lean into it, and at least give your 1%, and always remember you cannot spend where you're spent. So for Lex Explicit content today, it's Lex Explicit content, the Black History Month edition, because it's Black History Month. And today for Black History Month, we're going to focus on Joelle Lee.
Y'all, I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back.
Joelle Lee, a highly respected skincare expert, educator, and celebrity esthetician, is the author of two books, Esthetician on a Mission, Business Building Workbook, and the Multicultural Skin Treatment, Learn How to Effectively Treat Skin of Color Using Chemical Peels and Laser Treatment, which has become a trusted guide for those treating diverse client populations. In addition to being featured in numerous national consumer publications and a guest on radio programs around the country, Joelle is recognized for being the former personal esthetician to our forever FLOTUS, okay? The First Lady Michelle Obama during her time in the White House. Joelle specializes in the no downtime chemical peel treatments, customized corrective facial treatments, and a wide range of laser treatments when treating skin of color. Joelle feels there is a gap in basic aesthetic training and education when it comes to treating clients of color. She has dedicated her career to creating more treatment methods that address the most common skin conditions of these clients that have proven to deliver long lasting results without the worry of complications. Joelle takes a natural inside out integrative approach by combining non invasive treatments and products without harmful chemicals to achieve healthy, beautiful skin. Joelle also feels that there is a gap in basic aesthetic training and preparing estheticians to work in the skincare industry, especially for those wanting their own business. Over the years, Joelle has helped many estheticians and small businesses in the industry to solve complex problems and increase their bottom lines. With her straightforward, no nonsense approach, Joelle's philosophy is to first uncover the learned negative beliefs or negative thinking that has created a barrier or obstacle in your business and tear down that wall, followed by uncovering the hidden assets under the performing activities and undervalued possibilities of your business. As someone who has always had a passion for beauty and desire to serve others, she recognized that a career in aesthetics will allow her to marry both of her passions. More than 20 years later, Joelle can be found conducting personal skincare consultations, serving as a keynote speaker at industry events, teaching classes around the country on the topic of multicultural skin, and sharing her expertise via her webinars, online courses, and social media channels. Okay, Joelle Lee is T. Snaps for her. Thank you so much, Miss Lee, for everything that you've contributed to the aesthetics arena. And let me tell you something. I've taken some of her webinars and bought her books. I stand her. Want to take some more classes? I would love to meet her personally because you don't just make it to do Michelle Obama's, okay? Not Auntie got Mom Michelle's skin and not know what you're doing and not be taking care of your whole person. So shout out to Miss Joelle Lee and thank you for being a shining example and a pillar in the community. All right, guys, it's time to put on your seatbelts because it's time to go into the lessons lounge.
Come on. Ride on the magic school bus.
Welcome to the lessons lounge. So let's be honest, how many times have you restarted this year already? And it's only February. I have already restarted, even though I said I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I kept giving myself different goals and things like that I'd made sure I wanted to cover, but the pressure was on. The diamond was not made. I've already restarted, but also with restarting the year, how many times have you bought a new planner, a new journal? How many times have you started or instituted a new routine? This time I'm serious statement. I'll start on Monday and by week 3, day 3, hour 3, you're tired. And then you say, I just can't do it. Like, maybe it's just not for me. No, 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 no. You started with your goals, you had your dream in mind. You just skipped the structure and blamed yourself. That's not that's not your fault. Don't blame you. Blame the lack of structure, the lack of a plan. And guess what? We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to put that to the stop right now in this lessons lounge. Let's build this properly, okay? So this year I told myself, you can't buy not another notebook because I'm a professional notebook, stationery, book buyer. This year, I was like, you're not buying anything else. And so I forced myself to use the resources I have. So I went through my journals, I repurposed all my journals. After that, I got rid of some because let's get rid of some things, okay? Purge. And I decided to try something different, and it's called my binder method. I had a binder, I had paper, I had my laptop, I had all this stationery. So I made something for myself called the binder method that I'm going to share with you guys today. The first thing about this binder method is that it is the playbook for your year. This is where we're about to slow it down and make something that's not just motivational, but operational. When I say a playbook, I mean literally like, you know how football players, they have their little playbook, they go over, every practice and they watch footage back. When I say playbook, I literally mean that. Football players do not just walk onto the field and freestyle. They don't just say, let's see what happens. They have plays. They know if it's third down, this is the formation. If the defense shifts, this is the adjustment. And if we're in the red zone, this is the call. They practice it before they ever step on the field. They review, they read, they plan. That's why they don't have to go into panic mid game. Now think about your life when money gets tight, when your gym motivation drops, when your business slows down, when your emotions spiral, when the facials ain't facialing, when the wax is laboring. What play are you running? Most of us, we improvise and then we restart and then we give up. My binder method this year to help me. So when something hits me, I don't panic. I can flip to the tab. What's the mission? What's my strategy? What's my system? What's my daily habits? How do I run this play to reach my goals? We've already talked about goals and fantasy thinking and stinking thinking, and we already created a vision and talked about that in depth. But now it's time to really put it on paper. Now let's build it. We also talked about years and how I look at the years. Traditionally, January, December is a year, and we celebrate 12/31 as the new year. Woo! Happy New Year. We also covered how I believe in going actually birthday to birthday, your own personal reset, your own personal year. That's making you your own competition. I feel like none of us are all in the same playing field. I don't agree with the whole, yes, we all have 24 hours in a day, but what may take up my 12 hours may not take up your 12 hours. So I can't compete on your level. I have to understand that if I want something done, I do have to make use of my 24 hours in a day, but I don't have to make use for it how you do it. I can't compare and compete with you. We have different life circumstances, we have different responsibilities, we have different diagnoses, we have different ways of getting things done and doing things. I can't compete with you. Not in this sense. So you have to compete with yourself. And that's why I like the new year more so being my birthday. That's my new year. That's when my year started. I didn't start with a baby that was born in January. I started with them babies that was born July 16th. That's our year. And we also talked about the 12-week year. And that's when you just go quarter quarter. So I still only base my year off of my own personal birthday, but I break my goals down quarter to quarter. Some of y'all cannot think 12 months without anxiety grabbing the breath from your lungs or, chest start to get a little heavy, start to get a little worried. So maybe if you just break it down into 12 weeks like your girl here, it'll help you. Choose a structure that matches best for your nervous system, okay? I'm doing what's working for me and I'm sharing it. You do what's good for you. And this isn't going to be long, okay? So let's get to it. And outside of my binder, or what can be your first page, is name the year like a movie or a book. Name the year like a movie or a book or a podcast. Top of the first page, I want you to write this year like it's a title, not 2026 goals. Give it a name like the discipline, the rebuilds, execution areas, soft. For me, I picked Bloom and Build. And I want to come up with a more creative name for that. And I think I'm going to go with like the Japanese cherry blossom or something like that. But right now, it's just Bloom and Build. I wanna give it a more name, like, you name me the Fast and Furious type feeling name. And this is just an example of what I use. You can use whatever you want, whatever fits your season. If you heard a trader for your trailer, not a trader. If you heard a trailer for this year, about your year, your life. What would the title be? Write it down. Next page. After we get the title of our year, the name of our year, you want to go and give it a credo, a tagline. You know how the tagline comes after the movie or a little sentence that further explains the book? That's what we're going to do now. Is another little piece of doubling down on what this year means to us. I picked unshakable, stick to the plan, not the emotion. I got my title, build, bloom, and build. I have my credo, unshakable, stick to the plan, not the emotion. And everything is going to filter through that for this year. Starting, that's the first filter. This is some purified oil and water, okay? You can pick things like consistency over chaos. I'm rebuilding. I'm going to do WTF out, soft girl, whatever you want it to be. This line becomes your filter for the year. It's something that matches your title. This line becomes your filter all year. If it's something doesn't match it, it is not for this season. Next page is going to be your vision page. We already went through the vision. This is where you want your vision to live in your binder. Each page is just building, building, building. The vision is your fantasy, it's the fun part. The vision is who I'm becoming, how I'm living, what does life look like? What will it feel like? What will it be? Put it all out. How do you manage money in this chapter of life? How are you going to treat your body? Give your vision, make it good. We already went through vision. Vision is easy and fun because our mind likes to plan. Remember, I told you that? Our mind likes dopamine, and planning gives you dopamine because it allows your brain to live in the future. So when you write your vision, make it good. Make it make sense, but make it good. And after your vision, and this is something I suggest you do after you're done with the whole binder, go ahead and put your vision board in there. But I don't want you just to put a frivolous vision board on there. This vision board needs to make sense from your goals. That's why I say do it after your binder. After you're done with your binder, come back and do your vision and come back and do an executive summary. And an executive summary is something that we see a lot in a business plan that really summarizes our year based on fact. So after your vision and your vision board, I'm sorry, I missed this. Give your vision board a key. Don't just be putting dollar bills, y'all, on there. No, put money on there, and when you make your vision board key, say, "I will save $10,000 this year by," and that's why that's on your vision board. Give a reason as to why these pictures are on your vision board in your vision board key. And after that, your executive summary. But your vision board key, and your executive summary is something I suggest you do after you complete the entire binder. But this is the order the pages go in. We have our title, we have our credo slash our tagline, we have our vision statement, our vision board, our executive summary, and now let's go into the mission statement. A mission statement is a focus statement for a defined period of time. In business, a mission statement answers, what are we here to do? Who are we serving? What are we prioritizing? And what are we not prioritizing? It creates direction and boundaries, but we're going to apply this to your life. Your life mission statement for the year answers, what is this season primarily focused about? Like, what am I focusing on primarily this season? What is getting my energy? What needs to be done? What is not getting my energy? What do I need to eliminate? Does it matter what's going down? You may have multiple goals, but there's an overall mission. And the difference between a vision and mission is important. Vision is who I'm becoming, identity, character, lifestyle, the voila. Mission is what this year is focused on and how it will be done. It will be clearly defining your priorities and your energy allocation. Vision is broad, mission is narrow. Vision is the North Star, mission is your compass. You can use this formula to start getting off your mission. This year, I'm focused on blank, so that blank. Or this chapter is about blank in order to blank. Or you could even try my mission this year is to prioritize blank while intentionally minimizing blank. This is going to be how you set your mission statement. If you don't have clarity on what a mission statement is from that description, go ahead and Google mission. After your mission statement, I say put your anchor page. And this is where you're going to put the part that makes you feel like you. Your anchor page is about what's going to help you ground you, bring you in, not weighs you down, not distracts you, more like an anchor to keep you steady when the motivation goes down. On this page, you could put people who anchor you, your accountability people, songs, scriptures, lyrics, quotes, movies, scenes. Am I missing anything? Lyrics, poems, sonnets, whatever you can flip open to and read that's going to help pick you up. If it's that song that make you feel like a baddie, okay, because right now T.I. let them know. Man,
Running to the checker flag, running through the red light. 12 kept me gunning, won't pull over till I'm dead right.
that song gets me going. That gets the people going. That song is one of my motivational songs, as well as I've been lied on, cheated, about mistreated.
She talked about her mistreated and abused. Gone. Talked about showing you wrong. And I've been up, down, no more to the ground. Long, 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 long.
I made a playlist. The songs that I wrote on my anchor page, I made a playlist. I got to put that on sometimes to get myself up and going. I have my quotes. I have all these things to help anchor me for when I'm feeling down. I can just turn to this page. I can hit play on this playlist. I can watch this movie. I can call this friend to get myself back aligned. And that's the point of the anchor page, is to get yourself back aligned. After we have all of these pages, let's get into the fun of it all. We already went through your goals, how to set correct goals and how to make them so they're actually goals, and making sure we have the strategy and the habits that match it. The next few pages, the 9 areas of life. I did spiritual, mental and emotional, physical, financial, business and career, relationships, environment and home, creativity, and education and skill building for my areas. And for each category, you're going to build your vision, your mission, your goals, your strategy, systems, habits, and plan. Goals equals what must happen. Strategy equals how you plan to attack it. System equals where it lives in your week, your month, your calendar. This is what you have to do daily to meet this. This is what you have to do this. These tasks. Habits is what you repeat automatically. It starts to become natural to you. For each area of life, I did this. Separate page. I wrote the vision. I wrote the mission. And when you're doing this for each separate page, it's not as long as when you're doing it for the overall. The vision can be one sentence. Do all those pages, and then you break down your goals. Go if you don't know how to do goals, go back to the episode before this. Learn how to do goals. Because the next part I'm gonna tell you is how I used AI. And I know now there's all this controversy with AI, but AI is everywhere. Even in when you call 1-800 support, they have AI assist now. When I wrote my goals down after when I was doing my binder method, I took a picture of it because I hand wrote it. It was just something about different about handwriting it out. I put line paper in my binder. Each step that I gave you was a different page. I took a picture of it and put it in chat and was basically like, help me with my goals, help me refine them, give me a weekly breakdown. If somebody wants this goal, what should they do daily? What should they do monthly? Help me with the timeline. So that's all I that's so that's pretty much the method I used because I said I needed to repurpose things and I wasn't allowed to buy any new planners or notebooks. But it I ended up adding a lot of structure to my life because I added more pages to really help me narrow down. Like I have a daily checklist. I brought this thing from Aunt Tab on when we could shop at Target, and it's my daily task list. So every day I write down my task and I have some other things on there like my to-do list. And I make sure I check with my binder to make sure I'm covering goals. I made a bingo board. There's different ways you can make this binder customized to you. And after I was done with the binder, because, little digression, guys, this was Valentine's Day. And for Valentine's Day, I'm dating right now. I'm nobody's girlfriend. Okay. But for the main person I spend the most time with, I'm dating. We shared Valentine's Day together. And I feel like for Valentine's Day, I was telling one of my friends, I think I want to do handmade gifts. Even when I get my significant other, I want Valentine's Day to be like handmade gifts or gifts that we have made, like custom gifts, not something like go out and buy me some perfume. I mean, I'll accept it. But I made my person a journal just full of things that like conversations that we had that I feel like he needed to navigate a little further. But I say all this because I went up and got this journal printed and binded at Kinko's. So I think for my reward, I'm going to take my binder pages out the binder and make me a little booklet. So now my playbook is a little booklet, and I got my little binder, and I got my to do list, and I'm ready to go. But that's just the way I approach it. And I'm sharing that because I want you guys to customize this however it'll work for you. Take the basics I did and do whatever works for you. I gave you the pages, I gave you my step by step what I did and how I'm doing it and how I maintain and check in. Do it how you like and let me know what works. Take a breath because that was a lot, okay? But notice something. Notice that nothing I just walked you through was like fluffy. It wasn't manifest harder, believe it, dream bigger. It was adding structure. We keep missing that. Everybody wants you to wish or hope or will things into fruition. But sometimes you got to work for it, baby. You got to add some structure. You got to keep going and going. You got to keep working at it and chipping at it and not giving up and being consistent and changing those habits. It was structure. It was not you. Structure is not restrictive. Structure is protective. It's proactive because when you name your year, you have a clear mission, you wrote your vision, you have your anchors, the strategies, systems, and habits. You stop panicking when life shifts. You stop saying, I don't know what to do. Because in those moments when we're overwhelmed, we don't know what to do. You can flip to the tab. You can even create a whole page that what to do when you don't know what to do. You run the play. That's the difference here. And this binder, this book, it's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional and doing the work and actually writing out the plan and making it plain. All right, I'm done here. Let's go into glow notes. Glow notes. Let this lock in. Glow notes. That's our recap. Vision is who you are becoming. Mission is what season it is focused on. Goals are defined by outcomes. Strategy defines how you approach them. System decides where they live, and habits decide who you become. If everything is priority, nothing is priority. You don't need another reset. You just need some clarity and some structure and to keep going and some consistency. Okay, sprinkle a little discipline in there. And remember, we built the vision board last with a key. No baseless boards because we are the vision. Don't worry about the aesthetic. We're so worried about making things cute and perfect because of the world we live in. We live in a social media microwave world. Do it not for the aesthetic, but do it because your life requires on it. Ambition without operational support is dead. Structured growth is the win. The homework, guys, because this is the classroom. Decide how you're structuring your year. Is it going to be a calendar, birthday, or 12-week year? For me, we know I go with a birthday year, and I plan out my goals in life by the 12-week year. Number 2, name your year like a book. Number 3, write your credo, your one governing sentence. Number 4, draft your mission statement. Number 5, fully build out each category in the 9 areas of life that include your vision, mission, goal, strategy, system, and habits. Number 6, ask AI to help you. What weekly actions support this? What daily behaviors reinforce this? What systems should I instill into my life? Build your vision board and create a key and create your executive summary. I know that's a lot of homework, but you can take it one day at a time. Take the chunks as you can. And that is it. Class is dismissed. Listen, your life deserves the same level of planning you give business. You would not open a spa without structure. You would not treat your client without a protocol. You would not launch a product without a system, or at least you shouldn't. Stop freelancing your future and build it. If this episode helped you, share it with another esthetician, another entrepreneur, another woman, another friend, another man who is tired of restarting. And next week, we're coming back with some more structure, more clarity, and more conversations where science, systems, and soul all meet. You're listening to the Learning Estheticians podcast, baby. And as always, everybody get your learn on.
Gotta find beauty in the flow. The more you know, the more you glow. Take it everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. We're empowered, intentional, doing so care. Elevate, share, get it all right here. Good vibes, good time. You know that we're alright. Everybody get your learn on. Everybody get your grow on, go on. Everybody get your shine on. Right here's where it's at all the time. Oh, everybody get your learn on. Everybody get your grow on, go on. Everybody get your shine on. Right here's where it's at, queen shine.